Hello and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Long Dark Run on Interloper, where we were left off last time exploring Sundered Pass. So I have two sets of options. I can continue to go this way. We don't have, well, actually, we do have it mapped a little bit. So, as we've been exploring Sundered Pass, we've been coming up the road. We ran into timberwolves up here, and that was an issue. Yeah, that was an issue over here. So there's a couple different options I can do. I can either come back out, retrieve, or try to harvest what we got off of those wolves, and that's what I think I'm going to do. Or we can come out here on the other side of this tunnel, and we can work our way down to the weather station. There's, in theory, a way down from where we are. And in fact, to get from where we were over to the weather station, we did need to go that way. So it wasn't a completely mistake to come the way we did. I just took uncomfortable fuel usage dealing with the timberwolves. So last I checked, the weather was decently good. So we're gonna wander back through this tunnel here, and we're gonna go try to harvest the timberwolves. Okay, we're overweight, but we're not that overweight. No, we killed. Well, we in theory killed 3 timberwolves. One has one of my arrows, but good luck trying to find that one. That one went running off. The 2 that we did kill and do know where they are. The weather plays along, we can go ahead and harvest those. And then what we'll probably try to do is bring the hides and the guts back up to this tunnel. If the weather doesn't really play along, we're just going to backtrack, come right back here. Back through this tunnel. And then our goal will be go to the weather station. And honestly, once we finish harvesting the timberwolves, that's actually our goal. We're not rushing off to the weather station, because to do what we need to do at the weather station, we need there to be an aurora. So we're not in a complete rush to get down there. But yeah, between this part and the last part, which was the stream break, previous stream and the current stream, I did take the time to, well, try not to spoil how the tale goes, but basically did double check, basically glance a little bit more in the map to figure out how, or if I was going the right direction. Basically figure out if I need to go back past the wolves and leave, or if I'm going the right direction, sort of thing. And yes, for now that I'm past the timberwolves, what I was doing was the right direction. We explored that already. They may have explored the guy over here as well. Yeah. Oh, there's a rope in here. I'm gonna pick that up. But yeah, hopefully the weather plays along and we can do a little bit more efficient usage of our resources here, dealing with the covering what we can from those timberwolf corpses. There's still a bunch of timberwolves down there, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. Oh, I don't like that we stepped outside and immediately lost the torch. At least I won't be tempted to keep the fire going. That would attract more attention from the wolves. There's some rabbits up here. We may try to kill those rabbits if we're able to successfully retrieve the timberwolf stuff, just so we have some rabbit goods up here. think we're going the right way. There's the place I was looking for. Honestly, this is probably a little too windy for me to get the timberwolf stuff, so we may end up
making my head feel
giving up and going back. Now we're gonna go warm from that cave. Oop, scared the ptarmigan off.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
And then hopefully the wind improves before we down to the timberwolves. Otherwise, we're going to be in a catch-22. If I want to harvest them, but without a safe fire, that's no go. Is that my pot? No, we had my pot. Also some fuel here. Let's warm up. There is a convenient bed here. We'll sleep an hour in the bed, get some fatigue back, get some warmth back. I think my bedroll would technically be a little bit better of a warmth source. How cold is it? $21. Oof. Oh, but the weather is probably going to get... It sounds like the wind has gone away, and it looks like the weather's going to get worse. Not better. So let's get a move on. Take a little bit of cold damage as we're going along here. So the plan, if I can get it to work, is we're going to get down to the bowls. We're going to set up a fire. That'll hopefully get us warm. Hopefully it won't be too windy to stop us from doing that. And we can at least hopefully get the hides and might pass on the guts because there's rabbits there. I can harvest the rabbits for guts. At least the hides. The hides won't smell, so as long as we are careful, we should be able to exfiltrate with the hides. There's the bridge.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
Okay. So the fact that he ran off, I think he was the survivor from the two we killed. So he's the third and doesn't have a friend. That's why he ran off. He had to run off. We're gonna run back up there. Just peace out, because it wasn't gonna be worth the struggle. Deal with timberwolves. Okay, Wolf 1, Wolf 2. We're not going to go bother to find Wolf 3. Interesting that he's now on the fire. I don't remember putting the fire under him. And it's too windy to start a fire in that exact spot. It's going to make this a little hard to work with. Yeah, I don't have enough wind shelter here, and it's too windy. I won last time. Yeah, too windy. Okay, we're just gonna take it up. Can't harvest that. At least not in those wind state. looks like timber wolves over there. Let's stay away from them. That's the loner we scared off before. We don't want to chase them too far that way because otherwise we'll run into their back. Okay, let's do a little bit of sprinting here. So the place we actually want is right up the road from the bridge there. Of course, bridge is out, so you can't go that way. So the route we were going up here is in fact the bypass that you need to get up there. There might be another bypass that gets you around. But this is the easier way up. Whoops. Up here, and I don't need to be up here. There we go. Down, yeah. Once again, we're gonna duck back in this cave to warm up. We know where we're going, or I know roughly where I'm going. But again, I don't need to be there until there is an aurora.
Night can't be far behind.
And, well, I suppose I probably want to get a little bit closer before there is an aurora, so don't really want to hang around here too long. Okay, I'm going to risk the weather getting a little bit more worse. Take another hour of snooze. Okay. That should hopefully mitigate us taking more damage on the way over there. And once again, it is dark. Now, I suppose that this little tree crossing would be... If you're not too careful, it could be dangerous, because you fall off it and die. If we had slightly better visibility here, it was warmer, we could try to hunt the rabbits, but I'm going to focus on getting back into the warmth. Oh, there's a decent number up here. It's like 4.
Can't feel my feet.
Here's the reluctant shortcut, which is the little mine we came out of earlier. While the weather is good, I am tempted to try to get to where we need to be when the aurora is, because obviously we don't want to make the dash during the aurora. That comes with its own set of hazards. And the path from here on out, while free of timber wolves in theory, is not free of wolves. We will run into wolves, so I do need to be mentally prepared. and ideally traveling appropriate weather. So, like, the aurora is the wrong weather to travel that distance. Pretty sure I've checked you. Yeah. There was something in there that I picked up, apparently. Yeah. Could take a moment. There was a fire barrel in here, start a fire. And make some food. Wouldn't be the worst of ideas, but we're probably going to have to warm up on the way. And to minimize timing, I'm spending warming up locations. We'll probably be cooking porridge anyway, so I think I'll try to push through. To the weather station, not spend too much time here. I think my planned goal here is to spend just enough time to basically get warm. Trying to conserve my lantern fuel, because it is very convenient having lantern fuel. Which is why I'm walking through here with a torch instead of the lantern. See the eggs in there, so we're almost there. We have mostly warmed up, so I'm basically ready to leave. Partially hoping that when we get to the weather station, we'll find some food there. Because, to be fair, the Timberwolves would have been plenty of food had we had the appropriate weather to harvest them, but weather was not playing along. So let's see if I can not get lost on the way to the weather station. And in my quick glimpse at the map, to figure out where I was and where I need to go. I think there's sort of three paths here. If we go follow the edge down here, it would basically take us eventually to the climb we would need to leave. Taking this slight turn in here. Either we can go there, and there's a couple of different ways to get down, I think, back to where we were. We don't really want. And if we go sort of not hug the edge, but go this way, there'll be... if it's a tree or if it's a slight hop down. You hear what are normal timberwolves here. Or normal wolves, not timberwolves. Still quite a number of them. I'm a lot less worried about these guys than I was the timberwolves.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Oh, I don't remember needing a rope climb. We know where rope is. We could go get the rope before this climb. Yeah, I don't think that's the way I need to go right now. Oh, dead end. Okay, I may take a moment in a bit to stop and warm up. I don't remember there being a rope climb I needed to go down, which tells you I'm already, from my perspective, lost. No cattail. Yeah, I think should find a little bit of wind shelter. Alright, I think that's a one-way, so hopefully this is the right way, because otherwise I am stuck.
Come on.
Okay, 2 minutes in, the fire should have got up. Temperature it has, and we're not warm, so I need to put more fuel in the fire. Means I'm gonna have to really overfuel the fire, because we're gonna have to toss another piece of coal on, but it'll be fine. What it does look like if I was going to keep carrying the torch with me, I needed to get some more torches anyway. Okay, let's not get too stuck here. We're warm. Yes, we're going to be a little heavy with torches, and we're probably going to lose the ignition. And then we leave this rid of wind shelter, but... So we got one warm birch bark tea.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, we got a warm fire. I'm going to turn some of these torches back into sticks. Sort of to preserve the fuel value of the piece of coal we tossed in the fire. And we only need like 2 degrees off of. Okay. Let's head off.
Something's got to go.
I think we're going the right direction, but, you know, already got lost at once in this video, so it's easy possibility I am still lost. Tree bridge. Something that looks like a tree bridge. Can I get up on it? Sounds like the wind is getting worse. It's also blowing straight in our face, because of course it is. Making us real slow. Okay. While it's still warm.
Fingers feel numb.
Okay, never mind. It isn't warm. But I'm gonna drink my birch bark tea while it's still warm. Except it isn't, so we're not.
Goddamn freezing.
Nope, that's not the way. There's a man-made bridge. I think that's maybe where we want to head up to. Figure out how to get up. There's actually a climb there, so let's go up and climb. So yeah, hope you've been enjoying. This has been very exploratory for me, so I'm not necessarily being the most talkative because I have very limited understanding of where I am, and I'm assuming, and that is an assumption, that I'm going the right way. Those of you who know the location, or, well, those of you who can pull up a map and figure out where I am, can probably know I'm going either the right way or the wrong way. Oh, there's a climb going up somewhere. Means I need to quickly lose some weight to get up, shimmy up the climb. Crampons, and it being a short climb means I should be able to shimmy straight up this one. Hopefully there isn't any more. Between me and where I'm going. Looks like some bit of a man-made structure over there. Oh, there's a man-made structure here. Oh, just lost the torch. Oh, that man-made structure has no interior that I'm allowed access to.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So I think I'm getting pretty close to the weather station at this point. Which, if we are, now means the question is, how long can I stay here on proverbial site, waiting for the aurora? Is this a hard indoor area where we can get warm inside? Yeah. Okay, let's take the moment to explore this. We're not very warm in here, apparently. Ruined bedroll. I'm not sure if you're allowed to use ruined bedrolls to make the upgraded bedroll anymore. Yeah, something may have removed, or at least something I heard a rumor of them removing. There's a heavy hammer up here. And a fire barrel, got some wood. You know I don't need the furs. Leave that here. Okay, that's everything in the shed here. Let's get over to the main building. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer in the main building.
Too cold to think.
And or at least provides us with a hard loading screen. Lots we can break up. Station bunkhouse. Okay, well, this looks like this is going to give us a save, so looking at the time, I need to go ahead and put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I hope you've been enjoying. I'm going to take a short break just to stretch the legs and drink a little bit of tea, and we'll get right back to recording the exploration of the weather station here, and the process of hopefully trying to recover, figure out roughly how long we can stay on the station, and or have the Aurora show up. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.